Come on, you guys. What is wrong with you? Every time I come out here, you know what? If it wasn't for me, there won't be no Wrestling Guy podcast. By the way, guys, I just want to pull a plug. Please support Trump. He's got it coming. And you know, this is one of the reasons why we have to clear up the borders around here, so we don't have to deal with this kind of language.
Oh, come on!
Oh, goodness. All right, guys. As I was saying, starting, maybe next season we'll be back. But in the meantime, what I want to tell you guys is, unfortunately, David dropped the ball again. David has dropped the ball. As you can see, we're all prepared. There's no guests. Melissa Santos didn't come. I mean, that's very unfortunate. And then there was another Haas. Big Haas did not come. David is dropping the ball. Since I left the podcast, he's destroying everything. Everything that we work hard for. For what? Because of a Melissa Santos, he ends up being depressed, being up here all this time. As you can see.
Pobrecito. Pobrecito. Pobrecito.
Now you see what I have to deal with? So guess what, guys? Mariachi Loco's not going to be here. But, again, I want to promote the latest cologne by Donald Trump. You can get it at Beverly Hills. I hope you guys could afford it. Hey, you'll smell richer than ever. But until then, let's continue the show.
Fuck that shit.
Whoa.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Who's this beaner? Wait a minute. Where are you guys going?
This is the Bala Club. This is
It's more like an overweight stampede here. I mean, you guys, let me tell you guys something right now. Hometown Buffet is only about 2 miles away from there.
It's closed.
Well, yeah, because it's all in there. So, I mean, guys, look. I've seen Lucha Underground. I've seen a lot of these indie shoulders. I mean, I'm sorry. But you know what? Sean Toussaint, you're not helping me here at all. Neither is this guy here. And you guys, please, stop it, all right? You guys are just really... I can't breathe in here right now. I'm serious. You guys are sucking up all the oxygen. Stop breathing for a change. And you know what? All I'm going to say is that, you know what? I'm taking over the show. I cannot deal with you guys. So... Oh! I told you.
No,
Go!
Get the guy out of here! This is our show! We are taking over!
I'm sorry, Dave. What the hell are you doing up there? Are you depressed again?
Don't jump. I miss her. Melissa!
Pobrecito.
Well, anyways, Butcher's gone, Mariachi's here, and I got a group of guys. They call themselves the Bala Club. All right, guys, this is it. It's not the wrestling podcast. This is the Keeping It Loco podcast. And now, guys, have a seat. I don't have music. This is my first time doing a podcast by myself, solo, without any help. But you guys are going to help me right now. So a round of applause for me, please.
And don't you worry, we already took out the trash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyways, my name is Mariachi Loco. You guys know me as Mr. Mariachi Loco, also known as well, anyways, whatever. What?
Ross.
Take it to him. Anyways, sorry for the interruption.
Mariachi Loco.
This is Mariachi Loco, and this is my first time doing a podcast. We're live, and hopefully you guys are listening right now. And I got, again, the group of guys, a group of fans, more importantly,
Bala!
that support wrestling, lucha libre, and hopefully at the end they could support a little more local wrestling. But anyways, guys, I want to introduce every single one of them. Again, my name is Mariachi Loco. Thank you for the applause, jerks. We're gonna start off with my right, your left, I think. Is it? Whatever it is. We have a gentleman here that I've seen him in so many places. I know he pushes a lot of talent as well. Is he laughing at someone? Or are you laughing at me?
Just comment. Your comments.
Thank you. Anyways, introduce yourself, and please use the camera in there in front of you. Kind of step in a little bit.
My name is Marco, and I've been to all 3 seasons of Lucha Underground.
Yeah. Marco, so what do you do for a living? What is it? If you want to share, of
I
course.
work at a Rick's Fair.
Where?
Horse racetrack.
I haven't been there in a long time. The Cerritos racetrack is I used to go all the time.
Calamitos.
The Cerritos, I live near there.
Best jockey ever.
Anything else you want to share?
That's it.
Something about yourself?
That's
No.
pretty much it.
Well, to his left, my right, introduce yourself, mister.
Fernando, also known as El Super Beaner. You can follow me at Super Beaner or at El Super Beaner. Depends where, because somebody, took Super Beaner.
Really?
That's pretty much
Just in
stuff.
case it gets
And he could rip a phone book in half.
I seen
Yeah,
that.
I'm and souls
The
too.
Ripper.
And so.
And what do I do for a living? I'm a sex ed teacher, believe it or not.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen them, and because you explained to me what those toys are, now I know what you
Now
do.
you know.
Because I've seen your posts. You're pretty amazing. And
So I'm like the sex ed teacher and the HIV expert. For me.
amazing,
He
amazing.
thought the fist was a prosthetic.
Ay, cabrón.
No, that was personal. That was prosthetic.
And anything else you want to share?
Been a long life wrestling fan, all the way from AWS, PWG, and now my favorite Lucha Underground.
Awesome. I'm still in Lucha Underground, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, no spoilers, please. I don't want to get the MVP treatment.
Oh!
Just kidding. Anyways,
Hi, MVP.
to my right, to his left, introduce yourself, son.
Picto Sludhead, Thunder Rosa fan. A huevo.
Huevos.
Pizza, beer, talking shit, go to shows, talking shit.
Amazing.
You're already following me, so I don't have to tell you my handles. Let's see what else.
Mr. Popular, Mr. Popular.
Oh yeah, just go to all the shows that I can. I supported UIPW for a long time and AWS and
Amazing.
UEW, but yeah,
And he smells kind of.
I kind of smell
Just
sometimes.
kidding, just kidding. All right, guys. To my left,
Yo, my name's Alex. What I do for a living is I'm a special ed instructor with autism. And, I mean, what else can I say? We're not a bad club. We're not a good club. We're the club.
Bala!
amazing.
Is that Roman Reigns?
And to his left,
I'm Norm, aka Kushida Time Splitter.
Yeah.
What I do for a living, work for a brokerage firm. Shout out to Marty, who's also in the brokerage industry.
Marty?
Marty DeFlaw, Odomoff. And yeah, just been a big fan of Lucha. Started coming during season 2. Big fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE. Been watching since I was a little kid. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. I love it, dude. And to his left,
Jaime,
Jaime, come closer. They can't see you.
Buenas del Compo Ochoa.
El Congo.
Twitter, Facebook,
Yes,
Instagram.
eh? ¿Qué hubo? Anything else?
I'm a big Lucha fan. Had to be here. Support the
Whoa, you
store.
had to be here?
I
No.
was.
Eso.
Come to the wrestling guy store. Buy your WWE, Lucha Underground stuff.
Come on, eh?
And Dave said there's going to be nachos. That's why.
Yeah, what the hell's a nacho, dude?
Melissa!
Oh, I know this.
Don't jump!
Thank you, compa. And I'm sure you guys know this guy. This guy has been in so many episodes of Lucha Underground. Actually, these guys have been more episodes than Mariachi Loco and El Sinistro de la Muerte put together. Anyways, but you guys know him. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Sir?
Sean Scoville, aka Hot Tub Guy.
Don't talk to me. Talk to the camera.
People.
Hot tub guy. 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 Hot tub guy.
Calm down, cabrones.
Sean Scoville, aka Hot Tub, like they call me, Hot Tub Guy. I just run a web show, interview wrestlers, go to shows. That's about it.
Amazing, amazing. And again, let me just tell you that you do an amazing job. It's kind of weird for me, but hey, whatever you want to do in your spare time, that's you. But I really do enjoy it. Again, a lot of the guys, when I'm backstage with Lucha Underground, every time they see you on the screen, they pop.
Yeah.
Just kind of let you know, just so you'll know. Build your ego just a little bit more. Anyways, but thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I know this was kind of that wasn't really last minute. This was a last week thing. So thank you guys for showing up. I was afraid that some of you cabrones weren't going to show up. But anyways, that was handled. And I want to just introduce you guys as I want to say one of the group of fans that I've seen in a lot of places, especially Lucha Underground. You guys tend to appreciate the art of lucha libre and professional wrestling. And I see your posts. I follow you guys on Facebook, and I see a lot of your posts. Some of you don't agree with some of the stuff. Some of you love some of the stuff. Some of you just fight with each other, which is fucking awesome because that's
what I do.
That's what we're friends, and that's what we like doing. And I just have a question for you guys, and this is just me because I'm not sure exactly how you got your name or not. No sé, pero how did this group come about? When exactly did your little group come about, and how did it start, and how did it manifest into this big group? I know there's a lot more than just you guys.
It started with the originals, and I'll let the originals talk because I came in like phase 2.
Basically, it was me, Norm, and our friend Gio, who's not here.
Yeah,
Gio, the real deal, Marquez.
We noticed Alex and Sergio and him all the time, so we ended up talking about when he got power bombed and they messed up his arm.
Yes.
So after that, we were talking, and then we
Leave
were
that
just
to
always-
professionals, kids. Anyways, I'm sorry.
And I will avenge that power bomb, you muertes. I will avenge it.
So anyways, yeah, and then we just started hanging out with each other and watching out for each other for the taping. So we would hit each other up. Hey, look, they're coming up. So we sign up, and that's how we just became together as Bala Club. So it was two different friends coming together.
Awesome. Just the two different types.
Not only that, you know how difficult it is to get in and get tickets. So we got each other's back. So if one of us didn't get in, hey, we got the extra spot. You come in with us.
Yeah,
So the one thing we like doing is we like making fun of people that can't get in because it's the funniest thing ever because they complain and complain. And I get in all the time.
They're really hard. And I remember seeing you specifically in an episode of some not NXT, sorry, some WWE Network.
WWE
Swerve, yeah, dude. And I heard that you got you in the VIP section.
That's what got me into VIP.
That's what I began.
Yeah, we had no idea they were going to come and Swerve. We just went over to a burger place called Grill 'em Up Burgers. Awesome burger. What's up, guys? Huge wrestling supporters there. It's a heavy metal wrestling themed place. But there's your plug. But we went over there. They said, come down and just to watch Monday Night Raw. So, cool. So we all wore our WWE shirts. You know, not me. I had to represent Lucha Underground. So I wore my Lucha Underground shirt. We walked in there, and as we walked in, I swear a midget with Christian ran out with Christian on his back, ran out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the hell's going on? But, you know, we're so used to wrestling that we just, okay, well, whatever. I guess they just ate. We walk in there, no, those whole skit things going on. So we just sit down and I'm like, oh, shit, you're filming Swerve. Let me get in place and put the shirt on TV. I was in the perfect spot. EPW, the producer, got a look of it. Boom, hit me up. Goes VIP tickets.
Awesome.
So I was in.
And, you know, and that shows a lot of support. I think so. I mean, because, you know, at that time, you know, Lucha Underground was just slowly, but I mean, it still is. And granted, we're still going to be climbing, and we still got some hurdles to go through. But, you know, that kind of gave us, I want to say, a little push. Get that exposure. And I've gone to WWE shows before, and I've seen a lot of Lucha Underground shows.
Because when they released the episode, it was all over the dirt sheets. So I hadn't even met him, and I saw him on dirt sheets. He had, look, a Lucha Underground shirt at a Swerve.
Which was a huge thing.
Yeah. I'm at random places, and people stop me like, you're that Lucha Underground guy, right?
Yeah.
You're the guy on TV. You're like you're a fan, but you become part of the show, you know? That's what's so beautiful about it.
Amazing. And Sean, I want to ask you some questions.
All right.
How the heck you get all these superstars, these local wrestlers to go into your hot tub?
You guys have to ask. Like, yeah, and every unanswered question is like, yes, it's like, no. It's like, yes, every unanswered question.
And for me, again, this is my first podcast. I may be doing a great job. I may be doing a crappy job, but is there something that you do before a show? Is there something that you prepare? Is there something that you maybe want to, you know, teach me, kind of give me like a little pointer on what should I be doing?
What I do is just make sure you know your guests. Know what their upcoming dates they're doing, and promote what they're doing. Promote their companies, what they're passionate about.
Awesome.
And that's what you gotta do.
This is good about this podcast. I don't know none of you.
I filmed what, like about
Yeah, you've been a lot,
6
man.
or
Yeah,
8
yeah.
or 8 of yours.
So do you usually just record on the spot, or is it something that you just book in advance?
Some are booked in advance, like the Trina one was booked in advance, but I didn't really tell anybody. I didn't go half.
Of course you didn't.
I told you. I know.
That was a good one.
Because no one knew. Everybody's like, I would tell people, then like my friends like Raven, who Fernando knows, he must be like, oh, you want Trina in your house? I'm like, well, yeah.
Of course.
That's what I was like, okay. When she showed up, I was like, oh shit, this is actually happening.
Amazing.
I made sure the interview was better than the last one I did. That was got me a lot of heat on like message boards. Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna put you in the hot seat again. And I know when I first came out, and I started going into the independent scene back in 2013. That's when I started at UYPW, and then slowly I came to other shows, and AWS is one of the main shows that a lot of the locals really want to wrestle in, regardless if you're lucha, regardless if you're American wrestling. I remember my first match there. I didn't do well. I still do. I think I need more improvement, but you reviewed my match.
Yeah.
You really didn't say much about it. You said, kid needs more work.
Everybody remembers my reviews better than I do. I just say shit. I remember what I said.
But
Which match was it?
I forget, but I just remember you. But again, I had my second match in the AWS, and your review came by. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was looking forward to that review to see what you were gonna say. You said Mariachi Loco is quickly climbing up that ladder, and he's improving every single time he walks in that ring, which I really appreciated, and that makes me feel like, oh shoot, that's pretty cool.
To you, when I went after Lucha Underground, I made sure I went to UIPW. That's how Evers Boulder Jr. was like, 2 great luchadors. I want to see them go, and then main event came. And that was the best match I've seen all day. County Lucha Underground.
Thank you, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And again, and that's what I enjoy about you, and a lot of you guys do too. I mean, if you guys don't want something or you don't like something, you let everybody know, because your voice, obviously, I mean, you're believers, and you guys should voice your opinions and say what you want, because maybe they are listening. Look at the WWE. For example, they have NXT now. They have all these talents that came from PWG. They came from New Japan. They came from everywhere in the world that could compete with Lucha Underground guys. They're fast-paced. They're not giants. They could actually move, and they could have a really good competition with any of the Lucha Underground guys. And they're listening, and they know what you guys want. That's amazing. Now what they have the tournament coming by, in July or something like that.
I think in 2 weeks.
Is it already?
June. It's in June.
It's in June.
Yeah.
And Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. That's
And my good friend Tosawa, yo cabrón. But those are great guys, and hopefully he gets signed, and hopefully a lot of these guys get signed, and it gives them the opportunity. And even if it's NXT, that NXT is the place to be for these guys right now. If you're in the main roster, cool, that's where a lot of the wrestlers want to be at. But NXT is like, oh my God, this is this is where everyone wants to do, because they let them do what they want to do. I think they let them move on. There's no handcuffs on.
You could showcase yourself.
Of course.
It's pure wrestling.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate and again, keep doing what you're doing, and I really appreciate those comments. I didn't like it at first, but now it's cool, man.
A lot of people don't like sometimes.
Compa,
What's up, Mariachi?
what's up, man?
Lo mismo.
Lo mismo? ¿Y vos qué dices?
Sí, todo bien.
Yeah.
Machín.
A ver,
Lucha fan.
I'm going to ask you this question because I want to know. I want to know you guys exactly what, when is it? When was the first time you saw me? When was the first, or where was the first show you saw me performing?
I actually saw you on YouTube.
Ay, cabrón, on YouTube. No,
En
YouTube.
WS.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, you can't record there, and I don't know how they get them. Anyways, what do you think? What is it that attracts you? Not only me, but Lucha Libre. What is it that attracts you? Don't say the masks, but what is it? What is it that you love about Lucha Libre?
Just everything for years. Just like,
Who was your dude?
like
my
90s pretty much.
My favorite luchador when I first started, and pinche Dave Chillon over here, he knows. My favorite luchador was Perro Guayo, the senior, man. I saw that guy. Holy crap!
His fight against Conan were really.
My God, the way he just took a beating, the way he just beat people, was like, whoa. I mean, man, that was amazing. The way he bled, I was like, whoa, dude, this is something else. But who was your favorite luchador wrestler?
Perro Guayo.
Perro Guayo, right?
Conan.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about 90s.
Oh, dude, that's like even like late 80s, man.
Yeah, late 80s.
I'm not that old, cabrón. But no, dude, what is it now that attracts you more to Lucha Libre? I know it's more high space, or it's a lot more danger.
Yeah. I'm more into Lucha Underground. It was a big WWE fan, but no.
I mean, I love WWE.
I watch everything.
It's cool, but I haven't seen them, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And I owe you that shirt, cabrón.
Yeah.
No, right. Vato.
Kushida.
Kushida! I just met you, by the way. You just befriended me here on Facebook today.
I know, I had to.
What were you waiting? Perfect. He wanted to have a perfect moment with me, didn't you?
Exactly.
He talked about that mariachi restaurant too.
It's right by work. I have to go down.
So
He has a more mariachi.
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna be a little messed up, but what nationality are you?
Chinese.
You're
I'm
Chinese.
Originally born in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
And then
Hong Kong?
here.
Amazing.
Black Lotus.
Black Lotus.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, so what is it that you love about professional wrestling? What is that you?
I think when I first immigrated here, one of the first matches I ever saw was on Saturday, Clash of Champions, Sting versus Great Muta.
Dude,
And,
what a great match to even watch, right? First match.
Seeing the Great Muta kind of drew me to wrestling. Here's an Asian guy, doing all these crazy stuff, pointing like this, doing that, spitting the miss.
He was a heel, wasn't he? He was a bad guy. He played a bad guy really well.
And just drawn to it. I was a really big WCW fan, and then mostly just mainstream wrestling. And I have to say, Lucha Underground opened up a whole new world for me.
Yeah, man.
Of Lucha Libre, got really into it, and just meeting these guys got me interested in the independent scene here.
Yeah.
So totally opened a new world. I mean,
Of course.
like I was just mainly just New Japan and WWE. That was it for the longest time until Lucha Underground.
Like, dude, and like I said before, I really love the group idea. You know what I mean? When I was young, I watched wrestling with my brother. We sat down Monday nights past our curfew because it was at 9 o'clock. Most of the time I didn't finish it. I pressed record on the VCR. My age there again. And then we just watched it the next day. But it was only me and him. Even my neighbors were into it. I couldn't go to a friend's house and enjoy a good Raw or even enjoy Nitro or fuck, there goes my age again. But I couldn't do that. And with you guys around, I know you guys are older than I was. I was 15, 14, 12 when I was watching Raw. But you guys get together and get to enjoy the show and, like you say, talk shit on the bad guys, cheer the good guys, even the guy sitting next to you or the other guy, whatever. But that's amazing. I wish I had that when I was younger. I live in Anaheim. There's not a lot of things that go in Anaheim. It's Orange County. But just like Dave had. Dave, you're still crying? Anyways, just like Dave had his little WrestleMania party here, and it's great, somewhere to go and watch a show. It's just amazing, and you guys are doing this, going to live events and enjoying the show with each other and buying merch. Like, look at this, They got belts, things that I couldn't afford. The shirts, more belts, masks. It's just great. You just purchased that, by the way, here at the Wrestling Guy store.
Yeah.
And it just amazes me. You guys are doing. I think you're doing a good job, and it's showing a lot of the fans, a lot of the local scene guys, and a lot of fans that are watching this podcast to enjoy wrestling and call a friend and say, hey, let's go watch Lucha Underground together. Let's go every Wednesday. Let's go and watch. Do they call it pay-per-views now in WWE? Or the special events.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just amazing, and that's really cool that you guys actually get to do.
It's a good thing you point that out, though, because the WWE Network kind of killed the whole pay-per-view get-together thing.
We don't do that
Because
anymore.
everybody else has, for $9.99 a month, everyone could just watch it at home.
That's what I did too. Poor Dave.
So to actually get a group together still nowadays is a lot
Very
harder
hard.
to do, and we're still able to pull that off. It's great.
Let's go to you, Marcos.
Well, I've been a fan since they were at El Rey, or the Salon in Compton.
Yeah, man, and I see you a lot of pictures of you posting with a lot of like the luchadors. Do you have a special like friendship with some of the guys?
Yeah, I do with the AAA guys.
What is it that you do?
Hang around with them, hang out with them.
That's awesome.
And help
And
them
how does
come
that feel? I mean, I have friends that are fans, and I talk to them and I get to know them on a personal level. But how being a fan, being someone that just grew up watching it and being able to enjoy the shows, how does it make you feel that a luchador and a guy that probably doesn't even know you gets to know you and gets a chance to see who you are and invites you and I think I'm not sure if it was your daughter or was it a niece? Hijo de Fantasma sent her a video saying happy
No, that's
birthday.
my sister.
Your sister. How does that make you feel?
It feels good because you stop at one moment, you forget who they are.
Yeah.
The character, you know the person under the mask.
Yeah.
So it's like a closed circle, you know.
Yeah. And again, you're close to him, but at the same time, you don't want to leave that mystique of wrestler, lucha.
Yeah.
Is there a line that you don't cross? Is there something that you guys, okay, cool, you're a friend, but you're still a luchador. I'm not gonna go past this line, or is it something that you guys just go hang out and then just high five? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I could be friends with him. I could be friends with him. I will hang out with you after the AWO show, but I'll never go out and watch a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you.
Is it something? Is it something like that, or?
No, not really. It's not.
So it's just
No.
a good friendship.
Yeah.
It's just a good friendship that you have, the mutual friendship, where you guys just say, "How you doing? Come to my house." There's always a room. Because I've had fans that invited me to go and spend the night over if I have a hotel room, which is great. I mean, Chilaquil does that sometimes, you know. There's a lot of guys that lend themselves.
Yeah.
If someone needs a ride from the airport, hey, here I am. I'll go pick you up, and you know they give them gas money and whatever. Just and again, that's really cool. That's really cool of someone to do, because if you're traveling and you don't have a way to get to a show, or a promoter's too busy to even remember that oh shoot, he needs to get picked up. We got people like that. We got friends, and that's how it is. And I know Chilaquil, it's like that. He builds a relationship. But again, how is it how does that?
Well, I met them through Ricky Marvin.
Ricky,
That's how I got introduced to them.
Awesome, and then it's amazing too that you can get along with wrestlers and luchadors. I think if you have a connection and you get to know them on a personal level, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Right now, or
No, yes, friends. No, who's your favorite wrestler?
my three favorite ones were the Dinamita brothers.
Oh, dude, yeah.
All three of them.
Oh, do you remember the first match, or the first match you watched?
I seen them live a couple of times here in Linwood. Well, no, not Linwood. It's called La Boom now.
Mm-hmm.
Max Pro came and brought Universo 2000 and Máscara Año 2000. That's the first time I seen them here. But every time we used to go to Guadalajara, I used to see them at Coliseo.
Siempre, right? Oh man, intense. Whenever you guys like that, it's just amazing. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I still mark out for them.
Of course. Well, I still do. And I got this guy on to my right. And I've known you for maybe about a year or so, or something like that, right? You're a loudmouth mother trucker, and you have no filter. But right now, let's just try to keep
I have a filter right now.
Yeah, please. But what is it? How did I start going? When did you start admiring Miguel?
Your first match, actually. The first match when I saw you in AWS, I was like, damn.
Probably the one you shit on, right?
Probably. I was like, damn, like, this motherfucker's good. And then I started seeing you more, and I was looking forward to your matches at AWS. So you were like one of the people that would draw me, aside from the other fly-ins that Bart would bring in. So, yeah, I always look forward to your matches, and yeah, just kept following you. Then I jumped ship to UIPW, and then just started following you. So I basically followed you. That's why I started going to more and more shows.
Good. And I've seen a lot of you, and I've seen you a lot in local shows. I've seen you a few times. Actually, I met you at the last year's Raw. And I met you as well. You guys there together. I got kicked out of Pinche Raw. Didn't know it was a SmackDown. I could have just stayed a little longer. But you guys. I don't know you guys on a personal level, but I've seen your faces. I know who you are. I know you now. Someone sent me a certain picture on my messenger, flipping me off. I'm sure. Was that you?
I think so.
Don't look at him.
He told me to.
But and this cabrón, I see him almost everywhere. It's like I see him AWS, UIPW, and you did tell me you didn't like Lucha Libre.
Yeah, it was because of you that I started getting into it.
He makes me feel so
yeah,
good.
well, remember, you're the one that also convinced me to go to Lucha Underground.
So,
like, you told me I would like it, and I ended up, like, actually falling in love with it. And so then I started going to watching more Lucha Libre and started seeing more stuff that I got into.
like actually over 10 years ago, what got me into the indie scene was I accidentally went to a PWG show.
Yep.
I saw Human Tornado and the Aerial Express. Fell in love with it. I kept coming back for that. And Lucha Underground, my first show too, completely by accident. I just happened to go, and you were one of the guys that I saw. When I saw your match, it just totally blew me away.
Was it Mariachi Loco?
It was in Mariachi Loco.
Ah.
I remember you came down, like, who the fuck is this crazy dude? Then all of a sudden you went in there, your charisma just came through, you know, and caught my attention. I'm like, oh man, this is great, and I went back to the show again, hoping to see you.
I think you get the best pop at Lucha Vavoom. That place goes crazy.
By the way, I'll be
man.
back in Lucha Vavoom May 5th and 6th.
Thank you.
And that's the reason I recognized it when I saw you at Raw. Like, oh shit, and I got you local.
Thank you, dude. It's really cool, and I enjoy it. You know, when I see familiar faces, you know, I love it, and I'm sure every wrestler out there, even when they say that you're just fans, that you whatever, dude.
Everybody says hi to me, and everybody hates me. Everybody says hi to Sean, and everybody talks shit about Sean.
We enjoy every single one of you, and I'm just, and it might be me just talking, you know, being me a babyface, whatever. But you guys, you know, really I really appreciate you guys going through those shows. Thank you guys. Thank you. Anyways, and Pato,
Yo,
what's up?
what's going on, loco?
Nothing, just chatting.
Aquí estamos.
So, how did you get into wrestling?
Wrestling, lucha or
Just
wrestling
wrestling
general?
overall. What was your first match that you watched?
Dude,
You can
man,
remember.
I was pretty much born into wrestling. My bro right here always.
Wait, you guys are related?
Yeah, it's my brother.
I'm his older brother.
The bigger
Yeah,
bro.
bigger.
Yeah.
Who's better looking?
Well, we'll let the people watching decide.
Well, he's a good looking for a skinny guy, but I'm the best damn looking fat guy out there.
It's so confidence. That's all that matters for us.
I mean, I just remember as a kid, like trying to find the pay-per-views. What sticks out to me the most is my mom always having me go to bed early and not watching the Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels match. Like my brother and
The one in Anaheim? The one in Anaheim.
What is the one in Anaheim?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, the
13.
Yeah.
12.
12.
That's
It was really hard keeping up, but at the same time, my mom was a big fan of Lucha Libre. She always mentions the Guerreros. I think she knew Chavo's dad or something like that.
One of them.
One of them.
I don't know. My mom was a ring rat back in her day. But every time when Chavo came on TV, oh, it's Chavo. How do you know Chavo, mom?
Is she the one that said, ooh,
Chavo.
Oh,
Chavo saying, ooh, Chavo. Clásico. Oh, clásico. Well, my mom was from Juarez, Mexico, and the Guerreros from El Paso.
Yeah, yeah.
So the whole history
really
is
cool.
there.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the whole time as a kid, my brother always had wrestling on, so it grew on me. I remember, I don't know why, I was a big Lex Luger fan at one point because of the whole album. I don't know why, forgive me. But then Ric Flair and then Hulk Hogan grew on me. After a while, Stone Cold came out. He was the reason who got me into the whole Attitude Era. From there, wrestling went PG. I kind of lost interest for a while. And then, like I said, I started focusing more on like MMA, UFC, and it took my attention for a while. And then there was some show that came out, Lucha Underground, and by accident, I'm telling you, like he invited me. I'm like, nah, I'm kind of over it, but I still went. I remember watching the Johnny Mundo and Prince Puma, and watching Prince Puma basically changed my view on the whole Lucha movement. I started going to every show, and we're season 3 tapings. And
no spoilers, cabrón.
No spoilers.
That's one thing we're against, too.
But we're here now, and it's been an amazing ride. I mean, nobody knows this, but Norm's actually new to LA, and we brought him into the clique, and Compa, Hot Tub, Ed, my bro, Marco, we just had that connection, that bond, and it's so unique because you see so many cliques at the shows, but our group it's grown to a point where people know about the Bala.
I think Chris D. Joseph notices you guys.
Yeah, Chris Joseph notices us. Marty the Moss.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, I mean,
EBW.
yeah, the list goes on and on. I mean, it's a special, unique experience, and I'm glad that I'm able to experience this with you guys.
Plus the sports center.
Yeah,
All of us went to sports.
yeah, exactly. And very limited crew. We're fortunate to be at the Sports Center segment. So I mean,
That was great.
it just keeps going and going, and I'm very, I'm honored, and it's great to be here with you guys today.
Thank you.
I like it.
You want a hug or something?
Yeah, I do.
Hey.
And a special shout out to Matt Stryker too.
Yeah,
That's from
Matt Stryker
Hookups.
Did I miss anyone else? Everyone got introduced. Good. You got your introduction. Yeah,
You didn't ask me how I fell in love with wrestling.
You fell in love with me. That's all that matters. What was your favorite first match? What was the first match that you saw that made you come?
Ric Flair versus Mr. Perfect when Mr. Perfect won and Ric Flair had to leave Raw. That match, I was like, fuck.
Never seen that match.
Oh, I got to see that.
It was unexpected
Is it
too.
on the
They
network?
they just announced it. boom.
It should be, I think. Yeah, and it was such a good match. That match to me was like, but then I jumped ship to WCW and ECW.
Dude, I was always watching Raw and WCW. Always like that. I love that part. It's like just going to Raw and watching SmackDown, or not SmackDown, WCW, just going back and forth. I think that was an amazing.
Yeah, because if you missed, you missed it.
Oh, dude.
I had 2 VCRs running, and they both had a VCR Plus. Remember the VCR Plus?
Yeah.
Program the
You guys
VCR
don't know
Plus.
it. Shut up.
Oh, I know that.
You know it.
That's OG. Just don't break the tap, or you can't record the.
Of course, yeah.
Record over it.
put tape
over
to
it. Put tape over it.
I used to record three shows. I used to record Raw. I used to record Reading Rainbow. Shut the hell up. And the Magic School Bus.
Nitro?
No, not Nitro. I never watched that.
live.
You know what? I did just watch Raw exclusively, but I always jumped around just to see what was going on. Okay. Well, let's talk about something else. Something that just recently happened, and I want to see what you guys think about. Me in a personal review, I see it some way. You might see it differently, but I don't know if you've seen the video or the controversy that happened with Octagon Jr. Apparently, Octagon Jr.
A.K.A. Flamita.
Flamita got a whole new gimmick and started using the Octagon Jr. Mask and the gimmick. Thank you. And formerly, the Octagon Jr. was now Kalisto, Samurai del Sol, and I guess Octagon had a problem with it, and I could see why. And this recent, was it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday. We see this video go live, and it just goes crazy. We see Octagon Jr. signing autographs, taking pictures, and out of nowhere, here comes Octagon just having confrontation with him. They go back and forth on why he's using the name and why does he allow AAA doing it, and he just snatches his mask away. He had to cover his face, one to the back, and I was just in awe. I couldn't believe it. I was, wow. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? What is it? What do you guys feel? I mean, what is it? It seems like you got something to say.
Well, respect is respect. You gotta respect your originals. I don't care if AAA owns it, CML or whatever. If the guy was Octagon for 30 years and he's not cool with somebody else doing the gimmick, you gotta respect that. If I'm a wrestler and my boss comes to me, look, we want you to be Octagon Jr. now, I'm gonna be like, well, is he cool with it? No, well, I can't do that. I can't disrespect the legend and take over that gimmick. So when he came over and he confronted him, there was 2 ways he could have handled the situation. And he says, what you're doing is a disgrace. I agree. It's a complete disgrace. When he responded back, like what you're doing, I would have done the same thing. I don't care if it's your mask, your wig, or your weave. I'm snatching that thing off. And I'm going to prove my point. And he did. He went in there and he says, you know what? Yo soy el mero mero. And what did he do? He took his mask back and he showed him that yo soy el mero mero.
Yeah, man. And Octagon was one of my favorite luchadors too.
Same here.
My grandma used to bring me his mask from Guadalajara every time she went in there. And again, I understand it too. I understand your point as well. And the thing I don't like, you said that Octagon Jr. could have said no, I don't want it, but that's his job too. What would he do? I mean, if they were going to give him, a job or any work anymore, that's his livelihood. And a lot of the guys in Mexico, that's all they do. They wrestle night in, night out. And for someone to have, his back was put against the wall.
Yeah,
and it sucks. And yeah, maybe the comment should have been made, and then boom, there goes the mask. But I feel.
But what did he learn? Always lace up your mask. Right?
Yeah, right.
You gotta keep in mind the kid's 22 years old, and this is his biggest break ever.
But he did it in a coward way, though. Why show up with 3 guys?
Oh yeah, the guys like
Yeah,
guns,
I
the
heard
bodyguards.
I heard he brought like
You know,
Yeah,
the bodyguards
guys
got
with like
to
guns
back
and
him
stuff
up.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's the promoter later.
Lucha, yeah.
Yeah, man. Lucha Cara, was it?
Cara
Lucha. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I guess he came up with armed security.
I
What
read-
do you think?
I think that was a card way of showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's young.
Yeah.
If he's against it, why not fight against Taboncito in AAA as well?
course.
Fight the name.
But
But he's just going after this guy because
He's suing him, right?
he's out of the media already.
Mhm.
He wants to get back into the fame.
Man, it does suck. I mean, again, he puts himself in that position. He puts himself as the bad guy, as that asshole, if you want to say it. But we all see it differently. You see it a way. I see it a way.
I totally see your guys' point too, though.
It's crazy. It's just something. You guys, any input
I
on?
mean, I just don't know how does Octagon Jr. recover from that? What do you do from that after that goes viral?
I'm sure. Obviously, people are being sued already. I'm sure something's gonna
It's going to
be.
favor him in the long run.
Of course. What did you say earlier?
Controversy creates cash.
There you go.
That's what I thought.
At the end of the day, it's gonna have an Octagon Senior versus Octagon Junior
Hey.
match.
Never say never in wrestling, right?
It's like most people had no idea there was an Octagon Junior. They know now
Yeah, of course.
because after that happened.
They know Flamita, and if Flamita doesn't get any booking or gets fired for whatever reason, we know Flamita, we know his story, we know what he's gonna do.
Question for you: how would you have handled the situation being in Flamita's shoes?
Oh man, it's pretty hard for me too. I mean, if I'm put in a position where I need to lose my mask, and well, not necessarily lose my mask, but get someone else's gimmick, it's pretty hard. Again, I could see your point where this is a legend. Should I talk to him first? Should I be, And dude, I'm just gonna say this out in the open. You call me out on it. Mariachi Loco is not mine. Mariachi Loco gimmick is. It was first used by another gentleman, and he is no longer using the gimmick, and it was stored for a long time. And WPW, World Power Wrestling, Martin, he gave me this gimmick to use. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. It's Mariachi Loco. What do I do? Let's listen to the song. Let's see what he does. Quiere bailar. Boom. A couple years later, here's Mariachi. And this is Mariachi Loco.
No, you're just.
If the guy came over and snatched the match, dude, I wouldn't know what to do. But I mean, it's not necessarily the same thing. But if I was put in that position where I had to choose between using this gimmick or sorry, we can't use it, I would have to do what the company tells me to. Me personally, I will probably go and talk to the gentleman and say, hey, dude, this is what's happening. This is not my idea. Just to let you know, give you a heads up, deal with them. But again, egos and just anger, and it escalated quickly. But I wouldn't be able to answer that thoroughly unless it happens to me. But it's hard. It was put in a hard position, and especially put on the spot like that, it's pretty hard.
It was better than Jerry Springer.
I saw it like 16 times.
Like, some badass midget ones.
When they start fighting, there was guns there.
Yeah.
Guns.
They didn't shoot anybody though.
You guys, anything you need to say about it? Anything else? What's your thoughts?
The only thing I remember, he said he wanted to keep the name for his son, Octagon Jr., pretty much.
Yeah.
He said that in the...
That's respectful, you know what I mean? And he does. He has the rights to give the name whoever he needs to give it to.
And they were saying they wanted to call us patrullas to go there and remove them, I guess, from the place.
They had to do what they had to do.
Yeah.
I did read somewhere, and translation might be all wrong, but when the original La Parka first lost his gimmick, the original Octagon Jr. did come to help La Parka out at the time. And I think LA Park now tweeted something about it. Like, where were you when I lost my gimmick?
Harsh, man. It's difficult. It puts a lot of people in really hard positions, and it sucks when someone doesn't have your back like that.
But his beef is with the company.
Yeah, right.
Not with
It should have been. It should
He
have
took
been.
it personal already.
That was the easiest target, though.
Yeah.
Of course, because I mean, go to the office, they're not gonna let you in. You knock on the door, they see who you are. So nope, sorry, talk to the lawyers. I get it. Well, guys, how much time do you got? Till midnight? Chingues. Are you still crying?
A little heartbroken right now.
Well, now this is an open table right now. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Again, no spoilers, cabrones. Anything in particular you guys want to talk? Any questions you got for me? Or even if you go to your phones and maybe someone's messaging you saying, "Hey, we got a question for you." And viewers, hopefully we got like 1,000 or 10,000. Maybe you have questions from you. Ask these guys. Ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer. We got the hot tub guy.
Yeah, hot tub.
I know he has a bunch of questions. We got compa right here. What's up, compa? We seen you.
Talk about Lucha Underground.
What do you want to talk about?
How they're becoming more Americanized, forgetting the whole lucha in it.
You think so?
Yeah.
What is it? What does it?
I mean, Lucha Underground didn't grow until the AAA guys came, and not because I'm the
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, I'm talking about season 1.
Mhm.
When they came to season 1, that's when the whole thing changed. And now,
By the way, I was in episode 3, and that's when everything changed. Anyways,
and now they became too Americanized.
is it?
Yeah.
Because we got who? We got PJ Black.
Mac.
The Mac.
Mundo.
Well, I think what they're trying to do, it's a hybrid of both styles, and yeah, I could see your point where we're getting, ex WWE guys, but I think everyone's adjusting to the styles, and there's points, where we see a Big Rick. I love Big Rick. Big Rick, love you, Vato. He wasn't lucha, but he fit really well, and you got to remember, this is a different type of wrestling show. This type of lucha.
Mexican luchadors that fit the whole concept. Taurus, Sacred Clown. How about the females, Fabi Apache? You could bring her.
And I'm sure there'll be plenty of room for them in the future. Hopefully, in other seasons come in, they'll bring guys. There's guys that they've been bringing, and there's guys that let their exposure out. I mean, there's room for other people. And again, I get your point where some of the guys are still wrestling their American style. We got Johnny Mundo. He's very, very agile, very acrobatic too. So, I mean.
And to Mac's defense, he's trained lucha libre style.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, he trains here at UFPW. That's blood cover. Anyways. But, no, what else? Yeah, right. What else do you see maybe they could change? What's one thing you would want them to change? What is it? Storylines. You're not enjoying the storylines as before.
I am, but no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, I know in live events you don't get the full story on what's going on. When you go and watch it on television, that's when everything gets connected. That's when everything becomes the show. Dude, the matches are amazing. I think I'm watching in the back and I look at him watching them and it's like, whoa, this is a good match. When I watch the show, whoa, this is even better.
The matches are good, but some of them are like too slow, too boring.
Is it?
And you can see it in the audience. The audience is quiet.
I think the problem is some audience members are just new to the show, and they just don't know who the characters are, and then sometimes they don't watch it on TV. But I mean, I get your point of view as well. I mean, there's a certain chance where you go to shows and the crowd's just not there, and then it all has to do with the originals not showing up, and then just they have certain invites that go to the shows, and then it's their first time there. It throws the whole energy completely off.
Yeah. What throws over the shows is when they have too many VIP people in there.
Yeah.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Because the VIP people that attend are either friends of wrestlers or production or something, and they're not wrestling fans. So they go there and they're just completely the hipster crowd. I'm sorry, hipsters, but it's you. The hipsters go
Hi,
there.
David.
First they took over East LA, now they're taking over taking over the Temple, but they're in there and they're like, oh,
yeah,
bravo. It's not like the pure wrestling fans.
Hardcore fan, right?
At first, when Lucha Underground started, they couldn't fill the Temple. It was a struggle. So the people that were in there were the real hardcore fans. As it gets popular, gets more popular, production goes up, and all of a sudden they start bringing in all these VIP people.
Let me ask you a question, and this is a question that a lot of people have been wondering, and every season they ask if they're going to start charging. Would you guys be willing to pay a certain amount of money, let's say not so much, let's say $20 a pop, would you pay to go and watch the show?
Yeah.
Let's say it's the taping.
Yeah. But in order to do that, though, I think some people are going to want to know who's on the card.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
who's on the card in advance, and then and then it is like I say, it's an awesome wrestling show, but the whole flow of production is very different. So you're gonna have, when people start paying, people feel entitled to complain more, which that's gonna make it very tricky. But will I pay? Yeah, definitely. I will pay.
And I know. I mean, that's one thing I always thought about. I was like, oh man, like if I always want to watch a wrestling show, if I'm gonna pay a certain amount, I want to see who's the main event, who's gonna be here. Okay, cool. I want to go see it. But and again, if we do let everyone know who's gonna be in the card, here comes spoilers.
Yeah,
let's forward this.
Exactly.
Let's say just you get an email, you're gonna pass them through.
Yeah, like if I pay my $20 and I have my guaranteed seat and I don't have to wait in line outside for 8 hours to get in, it makes a huge difference. And that also makes a difference with the energy for the crowd, because especially we had crazy summer heat. Yeah. We were out there in the rain. By the time we get in there, we're so tired, so spent.
That's why I stay hydrated.
And people. They're not, at that point, you're not drunk. You're coming down.
You're already hungover, right?
You're crashing already because you're in the show already, and you're in there 3-4 hours, 5 hours deep. So you're wasted. You're gone already. So that affects the crowd.
But we saw in like Austin Warfare, everyone who tweeted, they said the crowd was lit.
And that's the thing.
That's a big thing because it's a live show. People can have the phone, so that's why you got the Aerostar spot jumping off the roof, doing crazy stuff, and the crowd had a great time because they didn't have to wait in line. They paid a small amount.
But I think that one it was a house show, right? So there was
very different,
even the
very
spoilers
different
were.
environment.
So, and that looked like an amazing show too. And usually, majority of the time, the shows we have here are equivalent to those or better or whatever the case is. But I think they're great, and hopefully they don't charge. Especially if they make you wait that long.
Yeah.
What do you guys do there? What is it that you guys do? I see tents. I see barbecues. It's an actual
tailgate. You tailgate.
It's a long tailgate. Long tailgate.
Yeah, and then and then the whole production and crews, they've improved a lot too. Because when the show started, the camera people were so clumsy, getting in the way everywhere, and everything just gotten so much smoother now. It's become a whole little machine.
These guys. This was a movie production team. Yeah. It wasn't a wrestling team. It was they started, and it's been the same people.
Yeah.
A couple of producers and a couple guys would come in and out, but it's same crew. Mm-hmm. They know exactly. The guys that set up the ring, the guys that do, they're amazing, and they're great. And yeah, dude, they're improving. They're not a wrestling production. Now they're becoming bold. You know what I mean?
They go in there. It's like NASCAR now watching it. They go in there and boom, and they're out.
Amazing. I love it. And go ahead, you guys could say what you guys have to say. I know you guys are not gonna like some of the stuff. There's gonna be shows that are like, There's gonna be shows that are I wasn't there this weekend, and I just.
We can't talk about it, but it was amazing.
Right?
It's been an amazing.
Like my heart went like.
I saw your face in the ground.
If you guys haven't made it to a show,
I was Snapchat.
Yeah, dude. If you guys have to go in quickly. As soon as you see an email or a notification, you go in there and then just forward.
Secret?
Yeah, no secrets.
No secrets.
Don't take naps.
Talk to me. I'll get you in there. I'm just kidding. I can't even get in there.
But you know the thing too is like. In VIP, I'm lucky enough that I have access to VIP almost when I want, but I always pass up on it because I'd rather be outside with everybody else because that's where the wrestling fans are.
Wow. No.
In VIP, it's like, who's been wrestled? Like, well, who do you know here? Well, I know this person. I'm like, no, fuck you guys. I'm outside with all the wrestling fans. That's the whole beauty of it. That's where we're outside and we bond. So by the time we get into the shows, we all eyeball each other. Like, hey, do you see that?
Yeah, there's some hardcore fans. They, some travel from Houston,
travel
from Connecticut, travel from Texas.
The last
Tennessee.
real heels, cabrones.
Yeah, that's real heels.
Tennessee.
From Tennessee, Little Kane, Little Bala.
Little Ricochet. Say hi to your mom.
Little Ricochet.
He's an asshole.
But anyways, guys, thank you. We're gonna kind of like start wrapping a lot of things up. You guys. kind of talk about anything else you want to know before we leave?
Well, these guys were at the last WWE show. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah. What did you guys? Was it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How'd you
It was
guys?
good.
What did you guys think?
I liked it a lot. Just seeing.
You didn't get kicked out?
No. didn't
I
get
did.
kicked
Not yesterday.
out.
What was the? What? I know a certain. Wait. Bullet Club, Bala Club. Vatos. Now I know where you got your names from.
No.
For what?
What?
I don't know. Anyways, so I heard there's some surprises that were yesterday.
They're this.
What's-
We're this. Big
Really?
difference. They're this. We're this.
Oh, doble.
Doble.
Double the pleasure.
You were there.
Yeah. Doc and Machine Gun came and attacked the Usos. I called it. It was like.
They
during
called
the
it in the exact same spot that
Yeah,
was
I
going to
was
happen.
like,
So you saw them coming out. I was like, oh, they're gonna come in.
oh no!
Oh,
no,
oh, oh.
I was like,
Match started.
I was like, this was the perfect spot
Yeah.
for them to come because they were at Raw the previous week. You know, they're not going to waste them another week. They're going to debut somewhere in this card with this tag team tournament. I go, Usos like the best team to do it against.
Yeah, bury those guys.
Who had the best match of the night?
Best match.
Sammy AJ.
Sammy AJ. But I actually like.
You were there.
Huh?
Let's have the hot tub guy review it.
Review it.
Come on, let's review it. Are you gonna review this later on?
You gotta take off the shirt.
Well,
You gotta take
right
off the shirt.
Come on.
Take off the shirt. Come on, Sean. Take it off.
It's okay.
Take it off.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Leave it on. Leave it on. Leave it on.
So the best Raw I've been to, I've been to a few Raws.
Review it a little bit from start to end, if you remember it.
Yeah, best Raw I've been to ever is really good.
Yeah.
And being from PWG, because I've been a PWG fan going for 3 years. Like, Lucha Underground was my second, but PWG is like where I started going to shows. So seeing guys like Owens live and seeing them in the ring like El Generico, it's pretty cool.
I heard Cesaro and
Yeah, Cesaro and
AJ
Owens opened up the
Styles
show, and I was like, holy shit. And then like Cesaro and Owens doing great spots, and it was really good.
Yeah.
4-star match. I really enjoyed it. And the interest in the tag team tournament, which really makes the tag team scene
Yeah.
on fire now. The
And-
tag team scene was kind of stale now because New Day's been on top so long, they had no challengers.
Who's the top tag team guys there? Right?
Enzo and Cuz.
Enzo and Cass, they're doing Enzo
NXT
and
guys,
Cass
right?
and Bob Dylan. So,
How you doing?
how you doing? Yeah. That's where my sister wanted to go.
Booty. Is that New Day?
Yeah.
Stole my cereal idea.
Have you ever had the chance to go wrestle to Mexico? What do you do?
Of course.
For what company?
Oh my God. I know the Crash has been asking me to do
How
it.
come you don't go to that?
There's certain things that I can't do. I can't travel out of the States for a bit. We'll leave it that way. Until I can, I could be able to do it.
Trump?
There's some. No, I don't do it. But yeah, that's
Mariachi
probably one of the
Loco
first ones I
tiene
want.
Yeah.
But I'm still hired by Lucha Underground. How's that?
Oh.
Anyways, but one thing that really interested me, and this was because of Mania, okay? The women's division. I think that belt kind of lit it up, but I love that belt. Even though it looks exactly like this one, but I think it looks way better as a women's champ or title. Was there a match last night? I didn't watch it, I'm
There was
sorry.
Natalia Charlotte, but it was a little slow pace for me. So every show was good, but in my opinion, I don't really. It got better towards the end, but
You didn't go to the restroom at that time, did
no,
you?
no, it's too hard to get on those seats. Not for fat people.
They're not.
They're not. My sister was like so scared of falling because we're trying to get in between us.
Yeah.
What happened to Sasha Banks last night?
She wasn't on
That's
the
what I
show.
wanted to see.
She was on the show. Did you even go?
No.
What'd you guys think about Mania?
I think
It sucked.
It was great.
It sucks. IC title was the only good thing and a women's match. Everything else sucked.
Sasha's tribute to Eddie.
That was cool. That was really, really
Yeah,
cool.
but the cameraman missed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they showed a replay,
Yeah,
but
man.
they missed it live.
The organic spot was missed.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked
It's
it.
long, but
Yeah, you think it was too long?
It's too long.
I think every
6-7 hours.
WrestleMania, dude, it's too long for me.
No,
I remember when it was
it's
3
tight.
hours, 4 hours.
I like it though because I eat pizza in the beginning and then by the end of it I eat pizza.
It's actually really boring. Like Invasion Attack was this past weekend, and I saw it in pieces because of Lucha Underground, and it was the greatest stuff I've seen in a while.
What are you talking about?
New Japan.
Oh,
Pro wrestling.
sorry.
Right, Norm?
Yeah.
Wasn't all good. All the matches were good in that.
Kushida, Osprey.
You know, that's something
Well,
that
I think
Hey,
like right now.
hey.
you didn't like Shibata.
Yeah, it was hard hitting,
What
definitely.
about Kushida?
That was the best match tonight. I love Kushida Osprey. Osprey, one of the best high flyers right now.
What do you think about Nakamura?
Dude, did he get injured?
No, he
no,
just
he
got
got-
stapled.
he got his head
busted.
Okay.
Sombra.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen him once before he went to the E, and I thought he was amazing. His was very charismatic. He kind of, dude, the guy was nuts, and the way his style was like, holy crap, did he just beat the crap out of him? And I did see Takeover. My God, that match was awesome. And I'm going back and watching more of his videos, watching a lot of his matches, and I think, dude, the amazing guy. He doesn't really fit the WWE standard, but that's amazing because a lot of the guys don't. You know what I mean? We got Owens that, obviously doesn't fit it, but he's an amazing worker.
Yeah.
We got Nakamura, and it's like, damn.
Thank you, Triple H.
It's good.
Thank you, Triple.
Going on,
No, because we went to Ring of Honor. I went to Ring of Honor just to see him, and then boom, WWE takes him, man.
Because of you, thank you.
Yeah.
Does anybody see Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon feud coming?
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Yeah,
That would be good.
I'm super excited about that.
Prince Devitt versus Nakamura.
Who's it, Prince Devitt? I think that's one of the ones that I saw before. Prince Devitt was
That should be a good one.
Nakamura Owens from World of Worlds from Ring of Honor a couple years ago. That was awesome.
It's so funny. Like, these people are being exposed to these guys just now, but we've seen them so many times. We've seen them so many times.
Repro on man. Repro is one of the best promotions in Britain. They bring guys from New Japan. That's how Will Ospreay got to Japan. Because Okada saw him. He's like, hey, I need this guy in Japan. You put him in a stable. That's how important bookings are. You go to a certain place, someone sees you, you're like, oh, we want that guy.
And then they're watching, and they want to redo those matches, and it's good. Kudos to WWE for doing that, and they're seeing it. And I know Mania wasn't maybe the best Mania, but they're trying to push their young stars. They're trying to push. I love the ladder match. That was like it was amazing.
And then Sammy and Kevin did the spot.
Three spots from
and then they take it away from them. But whatever, that's something different. But it's
They're already good now, and didn't box at all. They're good.
And he's not Sin Cara.
So
it's Incognito. It's Unico.
Amazing guys, amazing workers.
I have a question because we haven't talked about the indies enough. For all you guys, who's your favorite indie wrestler right now?
Male or female?
It could be either.
Whatever.
Like for me personally.
How big indie? SoCal or?
Whatever. Someone that's not. Someone who's not in WWE, pretty much. Okay. Like for me personally, Jeff Cobb. I had no idea who Jeff Cobb. I got introduced to him through where he's at right now. Man, that guy fucking blows me away.
His athleticism.
I can't I've always been a power guy. I was super strong just naturally, but just for his size, what he does amazes me. When I see people flying him, he just catches them. Like he'll get him over here and bring him over. Like core strength, things that he does it just scientifically doesn't make sense. Why he's doing what he's doing.
You should watch those matches with Adam, dude.
Yeah,
freaking awesome.
Him versus Michael Elgin next month and Beyond Wrestling. So him versus Elgin, that's gonna be really good.
Yeah, that guy's just totally just. And that's why I need a shirt in my size. Okay, Chosen Few. Yeah, with Chosen Few come in larger sizes too.
I think so.
Pagano.
Or they have to.
Say
Pagano.
Man, I've seen him a lot in the indies, and I've seen him work a lot. I am actually working a show this Sunday where he worked before, and the guys there just tell me he's an amazing guy, amazing worker, and I hear very good things. Yeah, he's extremo too, right? Yeah. So, but he good wrestler. Man, and one of the guys, I'm sure we're gonna see him somewhere soon. Hopefully we see
Underground.
Him. Hey, listen to us. You Ed?
For me, it's hard because I still like Joey Ryan even after
not sexually as a wrestler.
10. I 10 years already. I've liked him, and I just can't stop from still liking what he does. I like that he got exposed to fucking all that exposure with his cock and whatever,
his weenie.
And it's awesome. But if I were to pick someone aside from him, it would probably Bobby Fish. I think Bobby Fish is probably one of the best out there. And then Kushida. It's
only choose one.
I can't. That's the thing. I can't. There's so much good stuff.
Alex.
I gotta go with Jack Evans. Back in PWG, the Jewish Center. That's what made me come back to PWG. So Jack, thank you. I gotta go with Jack.
The guy behind
Marty
this
McFly.
mask. The guy behind this mask.
Oh, that guy. Who is it? Who? Plays football? He hasn't been unmasked. What are you talking about?
But
yeah. The guy that
I think that's the reason why I started watching Lucha Underground.
Was it?
It's because of him. And ever since seeing him wrestle Kushida in 2014, I'm just like blown away by it.
Awesome, dude. That guy has he sold his soul to the devil or something. He's just amazing, man.
Yeah.
Ricochet is just you go in there and
It's not human.
man, the flips and the stuff he used to do and the stuff that he does now, it's like, is your body not gonna give up? It's like, no, dude, you guys
Get
moving. Yeah, big respect for Ricochet, man.
You think he's gonna do what he's gonna do?
What is he gonna do?
The rumors?
What's the rumors?
I'm already heartbroken already, so no spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll be joining you up there soon, Dave. But all I can say is, it's a privilege to watch him live. I still haven't watched him without the mask live, so hopefully I get to see that one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him wrestle in Best of Super.
He actually
Juniors.
looks like a puma underneath this.
So
And
I'm
LeBron
looking forward
hairline.
to seeing him wrestle in Best of Super Juniors coming up.
Compa.
Probably the same.
Puma.
I mean, Danny Limelight, he's a really good
Danny Limelight. Yeah, that guy's one of the kids are hitting hard, dude.
Yeah,
He's one of the kids I met at UAW once, and he's a very mellow kid, and yeah, he has a future.
yeah. He's the champion, at FCW.
He's the XR2 champ, Extreme Risk Takers. April 30th, we're going to Pentagon Jr. on the show. We got
Settled, yeah.
it's him, Jeff Cobb, Willie, and it's going to be good.
Pentagon Junior's in there too, right?
Yeah, that's going to be good. Pentagon Jr. getting
So, Mr. Hot Top,
I know for me.
who is your?
That's a loaded question, man.
Come on.
It's hard to see so many
Okay,
companies.
let me put it easier for
Top
you.
5.
SoCal.
SoCal wrestlers.
He said wrestlers. I think he said
Wrestler. SoCal wrestler. I guess Willie Mack is my favorite. He's really good.
Good choice.
And overall, one guy I've really been enjoying his matches from wherever he goes. He puts on a great match. Is Chris Hero. Even as big as he is now, he can still the knockout artist. The way he wrestles, for being heavy, he can still be agile and so good.
We have a story. Back in the days, back at PWG, Chris Hero actually put him to sleep in the middle of an IHOP.
You?
Yes.
Like they tell you a bedtime story? How did he put you to sleep?
We were just eating, and then
Promo.
he just fucking said, I can put you to sleep in 7 seconds. Like, bullshit. Got me. Gone.
Wow, past that.
Less than 7 seconds, I bet.
6 seconds.
Hero
Chingus.
came back to the Indies. First show he did PWG, he granted me an interview. Even when I messed up and forgot something, he let me do a part 2. It's cool. He's always been down there.
No, dude, there's a lot of guys out there that are very humble, very amazing, and that's one thing I admire some of the guys that I meet.
Like Kurt Hawkins, Brian Myers. I interviewed him at Bola.
Yeah.
Thought he'd be a dick, but he was really nice. I interviewed him twice. Brian Myers is great.
You just gotta run the right way.
Who's someone you would like to wrestle from Mexico?
From Mexico?
Either company.
Oh man, that's a good question.
Overrated.
You know what? From AAA, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. And I really haven't had a chance to wrestle him as I wanted to, but it has to be Pentagon Jr.
You ready for
What do you
that
think
chop?
is the difference between
Zero.
Lucha Libre schools here in the U.S. as to Mexico?
The way I trained was very like the Mexican training. They didn't let you step in the ring until a certain time. And I didn't step into the ring in maybe 3 months or so. I'm sure that's longer, but they're intense. They're more strict. They have more. I don't want to say more respect, but they tend to let you go through hell in order for you to get in that ring. And a lot of the schools here get you in the ring just so you could put your deposit in and wrestle. But I think if a lot of the guys from here or a lot of the guys who went to Mexico, I have a brother that is in business as well. He actually went to train with some of the guys in CMLL. And when he came back, so I'm like, man, this is something different. I'm like, there's way more stuff that you could learn. There's way more stuff that you have to go through before you do a certain move or learn how to execute a certain move. But they're intense, man. They're very strict, and if they don't see that you have it or you're not interested, adios. You know what I mean? And a lot of the places should be like that here, where if you don't want to wrestle, if you just want to come and check out the place and just see if you like it or not, some people will welcome you, but some people would test you first to see if you're willing to to be inside
Put in
the
the
ring.
work.
Yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan had his leg broken his first day, he says.
Yeah, dude. It's like, but dude, I wish, I have the chance. And a lot of the guys do come over here and give you the chance. I trained with, one session with Skyday. Skyday, man. This guy, the way he trains, a lot of flips, a lot of this, a lot of that, and just the way you have to just go in. We didn't do much, but what we did is just a lot of stretches, stretch people out, and a lot of rolls, and a lot of ways to get out of the ring and out of the ring, protecting your neck, which is something that you really have to do. I have a really bad neck right now. It's really kinked and it's hurting, and it happens, but get that neck strong, especially for professional wrestling. Yeah, dude, that's a good question. Well, anyways, guys.
I have a question for you.
Chingado, ¿qué quieres?
I know.
You still here?
Jump. I'm a little depressed, but I have a question for you from our text message that came in from Caro. She said, "How was it wrestling a small guy like Mascarita?" I got another.
What? Huh?
How did you adjust to wrestling a little small guy like that?
Just bend down a little more. It's adjusting a lot, actually. You're usually wrestling a guy either face to face or a little bit taller than you, but it was pretty hard because,
Hi, best friend.
I started to throw a clothesline. The guy doesn't have to duck. I have to go lower, and it takes your mind off of what you need to do, and it's a little harder. Even though you think wrestling a smaller guy than you is easy, well, dude, try to grab a chicken running around their pen. It's pretty freaking hard, but there's an adjustment. Anything else, Vato?
Melissa, I miss you.
No, not that.
Qué tierno.
Well,
But in other good news, Katrina's coming. So
Katrina is coming. Well, that's what we're going to get now. We were talking about indie wrestling, guys. Thank you. We're going to kind of close out right now, but we're going to talk about some of the stuff that's happening this weekend. I did print them out because I'm not going to remember them. And hopefully you guys, and I do appreciate you guys going to Lucha Libre show or Lucha Underground shows. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. What's your question?
If Samuel and AAA will merge for Underground, what do you think will be the success about that?
The success for Lucha Underground?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people on that show. It's probably going to go to 3 hours, but, well, I don't know. That's a good question. There's a lot of great guys that work for CMLL that can really fit really well in Lucha Underground, storyline wise and athleticism wise, and then just their lucha abilities, man. Only time will tell. If that happens, cool, man. There's more chances for everyone to work. I get exposed to their guys, and I get to work with them, which is amazing. There's always room for improvement, and if we could get some of their guys to come over here,
That would be actually cool because New Japan Pro Wrestling CMLL have a little connection, so that would be cool.
If we see it, it'll be great. I wouldn't mind.
One more question. Adrian Lopez wants to know what your thoughts are on Famous B.
Guys,
4-2-3,
get
fame.
You've seen his vignettes. You've seen his last few appearances and show. And again, those brothers, I'm gonna take over right now, so you guys won't do it. It's amazing, man. Maybe I should give him a call. I love it. He's doing a great job. He's great in the mic. His way of delivering is amazing, and I think he's running with it. And hopefully he keeps going, man, because this is really, really working for him. We didn't see him much in season 1. We saw him enough, but this gives him great exposure and gives him a great gimmick. And I think he's doing a very great job on it.
Personally, I was not a Famous Beat fan.
And now?
Dude's amazing. Won me over completely.
I was always a Famous Beat fan, especially when you guys had that match for the lightweight. AWS lightweight.
That was good.
That was such a good match, man. It was so badass.
You know what it was? It was his ring gear that bothered me.
Was it?
That's what it was. And guys, ring gear goes a long way.
I think I have okay.
No, your ring gear is cool, but everybody goes around wearing. Everybody looks like they're wearing hefty trash bags now. With their gears. Like, be original, guys.
Yeah, Cholo, why are you wearing street clothes, cabrón? We don't like your stuff. We don't like you wearing your Dickies, your Cortez. We don't want that stuff. Wear tights, wear boots.
Skinny jeans.
No, Cholo
is skinny jeans. I can see that.
Just kidding, Vato. I love you. you fit the gimmick, and only if it fits the gimmick.
If it fits the gimmick.
You're doing a great job. I love you, homie. I'm gonna see you in Lucha Boom, and guess what, guys? There are gonna be more videos to come. I know you guys enjoy them, right?
Yes, we missed them.
No, you don't.
I did.
But
great.
we're doing. But no, dude, I think he's doing a great job with Famous Me. I love it. Thank you for the question. No more questions?
I got a question.
Question.
Would you join the Bala Club?
Oh.
Before we finish up the show.
Well, I joined the Bala Club.
Jaime with
I came from my boy Gio. So. And
Gio.
myself, I want to know.
Oh, that Gio with
Real
And we already have Jack Evans,
Marty the
Marty the Moth.
Cobb? Is he?
They took the
Call ticket.
I don't know if Cobb took it.
If you guys are inviting me to be part of the Bala Club, what are the perks? Is there benefits?
No, you don't just get into the Bala Club.
You gotta.
You get chopped in. To the
Wait,
Bala
that's
Club.
what happened to me when I joined this wrestling biz. You mean I have to do it again?
By me.
Yes.
Genius. Well, listen, that's for another episode. I'll be more than happy to join you guys.
That's to be
And, you know,
continued.
you guys, and I know you guys had like a little barbecue get together that I was actually invited to,
Yes, you were.
but I couldn't go. I'm sorry, guys. But you know, maybe next time.
Yeah,
And maybe at that time we could do it.
We had dental issues.
Yeah, dude. Chimuela, man. But no, I'll be more than happy to join. What do I wear a shirt? Hey, did you guys like the little bullet thing I did for you guys?
I did.
Yeah,
That's cool. That was great.
Hey, it's me. That's my own editing. Anyways, but before we close out, and guys, thank you guys so much. Don't worry, we're not gonna be done yet, but we're gonna promote some of the stuff because I like promoting. Even if I'm not in the show, I like promoting friends and workers and everyone around because
We gotta support
bro,
the scene. We gotta
do
go
it.
to these shows,
And
buy the merch.
And I know you guys do Lucha Underground, and I know I joked about you guys only going to free shows. Free shows.
not Ed.
I go to most
Not-
local shows out there.
You do,
Yeah.
and I see you
I
guys,
hear-
and I
I
see
hear
you.
Black was
But
supposed to go
hopefully you guys can do.
Start
Even if you don't think the show's good, but remember, these guys come from start from the bottom, and then they get to wherever they have to be. But support them, even though if they're not as good wrestlers. I still suck, but you get to see them evolve, and it gives you the chance to know them. So we're gonna go off this Friday. This Friday, April 15th at 8 p.m. This is for EWF. This is gonna start Misterioso Jr. versus my boy. This is my friend, the little local style member, and local style too. I thought I would forget about that. Made a fling. SoCal Crazy. $10 at the door. I'm not sure exactly how much for children, but that's what it is. All proceeds go to support those affected by the 12 to 15 tragedy happened in San Bernardino. So go there, go to EWF page. I don't have their website, so just go to Facebook, go to the EWF page, and then just look them up and enjoy the show. A lot of guys are going in there. Of course, we have.
It's more of a family friendly.
Yeah,
show.
dude, it's a fun show. I really recommend it. I'm sure the Hot Tub guy wants to recommend that show as well. He's been there a couple of times. Yeah, 29 Palms also has AOW. They have an event going on. I didn't get much, and gotta give props to SoCal Uncensored. This is where I got most of the stuff. April 16th at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. $5 cover charge. Bell times at 4 p.m. And I'm going off of them again. SoCal Pro. This is April 16th at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is their 9-year anniversary, and it stars Ricardo. What's his name? There you go. Chimera here. We started again in SoCal Crazy as am I not pronouncing it right? Chimera.
Yes.
And they return back. And again, my friend, my buddy, SoCal Crazy is on that show. SoCal Crazy, I love you, cabrón. We also have Baja Star the same night. If you're in the San Diego area, if you want to drive all the way down, Baja Star USA has dude. You see Hate? What do you think about Hate?
It's all about hate.
I love it.
Oh man! If you haven't seen the guys Hate,
Rico,
Tito, Che,
Rosas.
and who else?
Oh, they got-
Rosas, and they got
Ray
You don't have a
Peter,
lot.
dude.
Ray
They
Peter.
are amazing. They're the most amazing bad guys there is right now. I really recommend it. Baja Stars where it's gonna be. They got a lot of stars. They also have Misterioso, Shamu Jr., Extreme Tiger, and Starboy. And again, this is in San Diego, April 16th. Baja Star USA. MWF here in Los Angeles, April 16th at 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. They have the Kiss family. They got Kiss Jr., His third, Ray Lee, Máquina Jr., The Punisher y La Furia. Ahí no se lo olviden. MWF Lucha Libre en Los Ángeles, 10 por adultos, 3 para niños. Ahí no se la pierdan. Again, guys, visit their websites. I know, or their Facebook pages. I know they have them. Sorry, I don't have much information. OCCW returns, the return of the Battle Royal in Westminster, right next door where I live. I live in Anaheim, next to Buena Park, April 17th at 12 p.m. So it's another show. After church, you go over in OCCW. They don't really have a lineup here, but they have a stack show. I know they had a really good show a couple weeks ago. Mikey O'Shea. Hey, we got it there too. Lucha Libre event in Sun Valley. This is, sorry, I don't have the name of the company, but it's happening April 17th, 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Adults are 15, kids are 10. They have La Golosa, Amazona, Angel Blanco, Scarecrow, Spectro, Kayam, Crazy Love, Hades, all of the local Lucha Libre guys. They're going to be there. Check them out. Sun Valley at 3 p.m., April 17th. We also have FPW. This is Superboy's Fusion Pro Wrestling. This is a Superboy's show. Los Angeles here. That's going to be in Clela. You guys know Clela. That's the UEW arena, UIPW arena. That's where they train. We got Piloto Suicidia, Cero Dorado, Shamu Jr., TJ Boy, Starboy, El Zarco, and many, many more. And check them out, FPW, this April 17th, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. That's not. We're going to save that for last. So don't worry about it. We also got UIPW. Headlining this show will be Okumura, Raijin, Fujin, Steve Payne, Teddy Hart, and Mariachi Loco, and I will make it there. If I break my foot, I will show up. I don't care if I have to be in a wheelchair. I will be there. Este 23, it's sábado, right? It's sábado 23. A Mexican, and I think Steve Payne's kind of Puerto Rican, no? I think he said that once. And a Canadian will defend United States versus Japan. So ahí nos vemos. Enigma, Grant Tahoma, Socre, Phoenix Star. You know them, right? Huevo. They're going to be all there. UIPW has been putting great shows. I will return to UIPW. I promise I'll be there. I'm not going to lag. I'm not going to give you any excuses. I'm not going to take the other side of the molars out. Don't worry about that. But we will be there. This will be at Garfield Avenue, Montebello, California, on 482 North Garfield Avenue. $20 for adults, $10 for niños. And UIPW also has school at Clela. Sign up for their classes. They have plenty trainers go there. Check their Facebook. And this Sunday, unfortunately, guys, you're not going to see Mariachi Loco here in LA. Deported? No,
Arizona.
I'm heading over to Lucha Libre Poor Promotions. Thunder Rosa is going with me. We're going to see Thunder Rosa. We're going to see Douglas James. Douglas James, one of the best rookies around right now.
PWG. I promise you that.
Where he's going to be there along with myself. I guess Human Tornado is going to be there too. Hobo is going to be there too. Man, it's going to be a great show. I wish you guys could make it. If you guys want to make the drive, I invite you. If you guys go, you don't have to pay for admission. Trust me, I'll cover it. But we'll be there. And guess what? We're going to have Dave go with us too. So Dave's going to go with us and represent his store, represent the Wrestling Guy store. Not only does he sell merchandise here, not only does he sell shirts, toys, whatever you want, he's going to be having a signing. Can you tell us about the signing? Who's going to be there?
Melissa? This Saturday.
Compose yourself first.
August 16th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's Davari and Ryan Shamrock.
Ryan Shamrock.
And then,
Saving Ryan's pride.
First, everybody knows, on the 22nd of April, we'll have Mil Muertes and Katrina.
That, by the way, that's my favorite Lucha Underground guy.
What about the Disciples going on?
Maybe a Disciple or two. With a special shirt released for Katrina.
What?
Now I gotta come. That's
not a spoiler alert. That's just something that's gonna come to you guys. So remember, Support your local indie scene. Just support all the wrestling, Lucha Libre. Even if you don't like it again, just go check it out. Go see what you like. There's plenty of shows to happen. Come to the store. Come say hi to Dave. Buy a shirt. Buy R-Truth figure because I finally got one. Anyways, we got belts. These guys are their belts, but I know he has connections to belts. So if you guys wondering where you guys get belts, come here to the store. Come and visit the store. They got really cool paintings here. They had a WrestleMania party. There's events. There's a podcast. There's fans here that come and visit. So again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming. You guys made this podcast possible. That you guys made this a wonderful event. I had fun. I enjoy you guys as fans. I enjoy you guys as friends. Hopefully we get another show like this. Dave asked me to come and do his podcast. I said, no, I don't want to do it with you guys. I hate Butcher. We got Butcher out of here. He wanted me to co-host. I don't really want to co-host other wrestlers. I want to put myself over because Mariachi Loco is the best, cabrones. He's my favorite indie wrestler. But I want to do this for the fans. And I know there's a lot of fans out there that would want to come over here. Hopefully we get other chances so we could bring some fans. Come for a signing, and maybe you could have a live podcast there where you say hi to the guys. And again, we invite you. Come to the store. Go to the shows. Say hi to these guys. You guys are familiar with these faces now. Maybe we have 10 viewers, 20 viewers, 80 viewers. Hopefully we get more. That's what we want to push. Please, guys, share and let them know where the wrestling's going to be. Let them know where we're going to listen to my friend. Or it's not a podcast. It's an actual web show. It's a web show. Promote your stuff.
Yeah,
tell them what you are.
Sean 2 Cents on YouTube, Instagram, /Sean Cents. Got the Trina Michael shirt and stuff.
There you go. You guys can see a lot of their shows, and again, he supports local wrestling. He supports Lucha Underground. He supports WWE. We all support wrestling. We love wrestling. We're all a fan. What's that?
I want to talk about the Bald Mahoney this past.
Do it, man.
Yeah, the Bald Mahoney just passed away like an hour ago. So I met him at House of Hardcore. He was a nice dude, a little out there. He was doing the Ed thing. He was being drunk, but he was cool. He was a cool dude.
He said the Ed thing.
The Ed thing, yeah. He was being like Ed, but Bald Mahoney was cool. So like he was good. Him and the Kelly and ECW. That was cool.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know that. I just found that. Rest in peace, Bald Mahoney.
Yeah.
And another thing, I tend, I'm human as well, and and guys, this is something personal more than anything. Warhog just lost his father, Mr. Alvarado. Mr. Alvarado was one of the guys that were there in my first match. Mr. Alvarado was one of the guys that really kind of gave it to me and told me, if I sucked or not or what I need to improve, and I appreciate that. And rest in peace, Mr. Alvarado. You helped me so much, and I really thank you. And my heart goes out to the Alvarado family, and I wish Andrew, Warhog is the best, and God bless you guys, and I hope you guys are feeling comfort with your own family, and I really appreciate Mr. Alvarado. Rest in peace again, and again, I can't say much because it really touches down. So thank you for bringing Bala Mahoney up, and guys, anything else you want to?
If nobody asks nothing, can I give a shout out to some people?
Go for it. This is your spot.
All right, we gotta give some shout outs to Marty Hill, Gio the Real Deal Marquez, Guara Loca, the first female Bala, Casey Lucha Gringo, The Last Real Heels, Vic, Lil Kane from Texas, and Ricochet, Holy Smokes, Rogelio, and Stratter Dave. I don't know if you guys want to give a shout out to anybody else.
Wrestleheads? Oscar.
If you're listening, Diane, you told me that you would listen if I said your name, so I said it.
At the end.
What I do want to say is, all you wrestling fans out there, there's no need to be in the closet anymore. Embrace your inner geek.
Yeah.
We're not sugar eaters.
This is your safe place, especially here at the Wrestling Guy store. I wish you guys could see how the store looks. It's amazing. It's paradise. If you have kids, especially, the kids will love it. Bring your family down to the Wrestling Guy store. It's amazing. I love it here, and I'm a 40-year-old man, so that tells you a lot.
It's the best store.
So, anyways, guys, if you guys got nothing to say, Marcos,
shout out to our Lucha Underground homie Denise. She hasn't been on a show, so shout out to Denise.
Best friend! Shout out to Denise. Thank you. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate these guys, all the fans, all the family, everyone that supports Lucha Libre, everyone that supports Lucha. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Anything else?
Yin Club!
So, I don't know how we could get out of here? I mean, do we chant or El de Morados qué or what?
No.
But thank you guys. Aquí nos vemos. Nos vamos para la próxima.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
I don't know.
What's going Tuesday? Every Tuesday. Cabrón, you can't do it every Tuesday. You gotta come down.
Taco Tuesday.
So nos vamos. We thank you. Appreciate it. We're keeping it loco. Thank you guys. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. I can't pause like that much.